Aloha, friends. Happy Moonday. Oh, let me just start by saying there has been a huge energetic shift that has happened. And it's been over they're telling me the last few weeks. So for some it may have felt like 3 weeks. Time, is not linear, so it really depends on you and how you've moved through it and what you've been able to let go of, what you've been able to purge, and what you're trusting in. They're telling me what it is that that you're okay. They're telling me it's more than trust. It's an inner knowing. It's certainty. It's being so certain about something that there's no denying it. There's no questioning it anymore. There's no wondering is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? It there's just this certainty. And I saw 111 as I was saying that. So definitely the angel numbers coming in for confirmation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this space today that was drawn back to for this Moonday message, it is, as you can see, just filled with joy and play and movement, and it feels really good. So I feel like those of you who have been listening to these and following along have started to bring more of that back into your life. More joy, more play, more movement, more excitement, adventure, spontaneity, and having a certainty of, everything's going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to be. There's nothing that I need to be doing. All I really need to do is be still, right? That's what's been coming through for the last few weeks. Be still, be quiet, like be in silence, be present. And okay, they want me to go ahead and they're like, go ahead and move on. So I did pull an oracle card from my let's see, it is the Cosmic Dancer Oracle, one of my favorites. And the card that came out was be present. Now, the energy in this card, y'all, it is vibrant. It is the connection between the sacral, the heart, and the third eye. So they're showing me, okay, thank you, Spirit. They're like, be more specific. They're showing me the Earth Star Chakra, which is about a foot or two underneath us. And then the Creation Center, the Sacral Chakra. And then the heart and high heart combined as one. The third eye, the Brow Chakra. And then the solar star chakra, so above, about 2 to 3 feet above the head, the solar star. And then that is just vibrating out. It's radiant right now. They're saying everything is coming, has come, thank you, Spirit, for correcting me, has come into alignment, and the shifts are starting to happen. So what that means, moving forward, this week is going to feel action forward. It's going to feel like movement. If you've felt stuck or you felt like things weren't moving, you're definitely going to feel the urge to get moving, to like the action. I channeled some Reiki for action a while back, and it popped up today, and Spirit was like, here, put this in your message, because this is what the energy is moving forward into this week. It's very action forward, grounded in the masculine, and flowing in the creative, loving energy of the feminine. So that's where the alignment comes in. It's the balancing out between the two. We had the strong masculine come in a couple of weeks ago, and then some people that just still needed to balance out the feminine with the strength of that masculine that came in. So everything is in alignment now, and that's why things are going to start moving forward. You may feel urges this week to get outside, to move, to dance, to jump up and down. Allow allow it to happen. Allow your body to move creatively, flow with whatever waves are coming. They're telling me the crystalline bodies have been activated on a higher level. So, excuse my throat still. So the crystalline bodies have been activated on a higher level, which means you're going to feel like you want to be moving more. It's, sitting around or waiting for something to happen is not the case for these higher vibrations. It's a very active, playful, what's that word? Spirit, bring it back, please. Okay, they're just saying action forward, like keep moving. It's so much movement and play and joy and laughter, and allowing yourself to tap into the spaces where maybe you haven't gone to in a while, right? Like maybe you haven't had the energy to just get out and go for a walk, or to go for a run. My husband and I were dog sitting this last week, and when we took the dog for walks, it was we would go out and take the dog for walks, and we just had these urges to run with her, and she would like hop and jump along with us and run, and it was so much fun. Wasn't long, believe me. It's been so long since I actually ran. But it felt really, really good. So maybe you're getting those urges as well. If you're not, expect them, because this week is shifting a whole lot. Okay, so what else do we have? They said bring it back to the present, the card in the present. Okay, so they're reminding you that the energy that you have cultivated within is what is radiating around you, and that radiant energy is what attracts whatever we're bringing in. So if you're in a bad mood, if you're feeling low vibe, you might attract other people that are in bad moods and feeling low vibe. It is this shift into these higher vibrational realms is exactly, it's the polarity. It's what you give out, you're going to get back. So if you, like I said, if you're in a bad mood, if you aren't able to shift out of some energy, expect to get that energy back. Now, if you're in a great mood, expect to get that energy back as well. It's going to be vibrant and playful and happy. So be mindful. That's what the presence is coming in for this week. It's be mindful of the vibration that you're setting out. And if you journal, they're telling me to take a journal and every evening write down what vibration you felt you were radiating at and how you think it affected the people around you, right? So, and you can do this in the moment too. Say you're just, you just sat in traffic and it was exhausting, and you walk into the grocery store and you're just kind of over it and you already want to be home. Be mindful in that space. What energy am I, if you see other people being that same way, tired, exhausted, moody, angry, maybe a little bit short with you, check yourself in that moment and see what kind of energy you're putting out there. And then play with the shift. The shift, y'all, can be as easy as just smiling from ear to ear, or they're just saying that's it. That's enough. You don't need anything more than that. Just smile. Just smile. You could even hear it in my voice when I smile. It shifts the vibration so easily. So smile. Okay, what else do we have? They said there's a bit from the card that they want me to read. So let me see what it is that they want. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start and then they'll stop me. They said when it's time to stop. So it says, you are alive within the great field of unified consciousness, and This great field of unified consciousness is alive within you. You are not separate from this field. It is you, and you are it. At the truest and most authentic level, everything is perfect as it is now, just as everything is unfolding flawlessly and for your ultimate benefit. To the linear human mind, this presents a paradox. If it's already perfect, why should you take constructive action or draw upon your power to change your situation for the better? To the divine mind, with which you are inseparable, both can be true. It can be all perfect, and you can choose to create positive change. Your situation will immediately benefit when you come into true presence. This means accepting and allowing what is now in its entirety, including what takes place within and around you. You do not fight against it, and you do not tell stories about what it is, what it isn't, or what it should or shouldn't be. What thoughts or stories can you let go of to bring about a stronger feeling or peace? They want me to read that again. What thoughts or stories can you let go of to bring about a stronger feeling of peace? Breathe out the self created stress of your mental constructs and come into simple, open hearted, clear minded presence. Widen your bandwidth beyond the limited view of reality, and your ego mind has constructed to make it feel safe. Dissolve your sense of separation into the unified field of pure potentiality. Yes, you are the creator. So, whatever you're putting out there, whatever vibration you're radiating at, is the vibration that's coming in. So, be mindful of that. Have that awareness, be present with it, and that will help you actually bring in what it is that you really want. It says your presence is a gift not only to yourself, but to all other beings. It helps to bring everyone's awareness into resonance with the one awareness known as the God or Goddess. Step fully into the eternal now and become a clear reflection of the divine for others, a shining example of the cosmic dance. So, what this tells me is that it's time for us to step it up. It's time for us to do more. And, just this last week, I was talking to my husband about, I do the Moonday channelings and I do portal readings, and I just got this urge to do more. And so I've been asking Spirit to bring me more, which is funny because yesterday they took me on that little drive. I had groceries in my car. I needed to get home and put them in the refrigerator. And Spirit was like, no, you need to go here now. You've been asking for more, so here it is. Just put this little bit out there. And I did. So this is happening across the board. They're telling me that there's this energy of more, of doing, of action, of making something happen. So if you want to start your own business, this is the perfect week to let this energy sweep you up and really move into what it is that you want to do. Take the action forward to make it happen. Maybe that's printing business cards, or just putting an ad out on social media, or if it's moving to a new place, maybe it's researching new places, filling into some of the places where you think you might want to go, and then looking into what it is that you really want. And again, they're bringing this up. When we're in this energy of creating and taking the action forward to make it happen, they want us to be very specific, right? Oh, interesting. To me, there's nothing that happens by coincidence. I feel like it all happens as it's supposed to. So last night, Spirit brought us a movie. It was called Absolutely Anything. And it was kind of cheesy and also very funny. And um I'll just tell you the gist of it. There's this I guess this man that gets these superhuman powers from an alien race, and he's using them, and as he's using them, he realizes, that he can do anything. And so when he asks for something, spirit gives him exactly what he asks for. So he said, there was one point in the movie specifically where he just said, I want to be at home having dinner with my dog. And it took him home, and he was on the floor on all fours next to his dog, eating dinner with him out of the bowl. And so it was like Spirit saying, be very specific about what it is you want, because that's what we're bringing you. So if you're just saying, I want new love, okay, awesome. There's so many choices that they can bring in for you. If you're saying, I want a new love that's loyal, that's great. You may get a new love that's loyal, and they may not have any of the other qualities that you want. So Spirit is saying, call in exactly what you want. If you want a new home, what do you want that home to be like? Right? Do you want, this came through, I think, last week. It's be very specific right now. And be specific about what you don't want. And I know if you've listened to these messages, you've heard me say before that the universe doesn't know negatives. So what I like to say is, I want to free myself from da 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 da, right? So instead of saying, I was just using the analogy of calling in a new love, like a loyal partner, right? So if I am calling in a new love, instead of saying like, I just don't want anyone that cheats, that's going to cheat on me. Instead of saying that, I'm going to say, I want to free myself from feeling like I needed to be, or from having to go through, the pain of being cheated on. I want to free myself from that energy, and I want to call in a loyal lover. So be mindful with your words, because words are so powerful. And I recommend the movie for anyone that wants to check it out. It's called Absolutely Anything. It's a very old movie. I want to say it was in the early 90s or maybe the late 80s. I think 90s. But it was hilarious. It's on YouTube, and it just shows you the power that we have when we are actually using our voice, and how specific the universe really does want things to happen for us. And this brings me back to, thank you, Spirit, for bringing it up, to another thing where I had read recently. And now I've known this. My guides have told me this over and over and over again. And y'all, if you're like me, we need to hear these things multiple times so that we can really ground them into our energy and understand them. And so for years, I've known this. And I read it the other day, and it felt like it just finally was that last little click for me. And it said, if you've always had to do things the hard way, if you've always been in scarcity, and you've always had to hustle and grind, and you were in this like not safe, like had to do for yourself, couldn't depend on anybody type energy, you have to shift that before you start to receive. Otherwise, you can absolutely still receive, and you're going to receive it in that same energy. You're going to still receive it where you feel like you have to hustle and grind and be in that energy. And it just reminded me of, I was talking to a friend, and we talked about how some men have been in the energy where things just happen for them. Maybe you have someone in your life where you're like, oh my gosh, you always, like, you're so lucky. You're always winning something, or you're always getting something for free, or, you always get a discount on something. And there are other people who never get that. And it's because of the energy that you're putting out, the energy that you're radiating. So this was a big eye opener for me to get myself out of scarcity and to accept that things are going to happen exactly how I radiate that energy out. So if I want money to come to me easily and joyfully and feel really good about it, I need to put that energy out there, and I need to be open to it. And if I want to, and I need to free myself from having to receive money through scarcity. So be mindful of that moving through this this week as well. What exactly are you calling in? Because the universe will give you exactly what you want and what you're radiating. All right, anything else that we're missing for this week? It feels really good. The energy feels good this week. It doesn't feel like there's going to be as many solar flares, so that will help with the movement and the action forward. And I will link the little YouTube short that I put up for Reiki to take action forward on here. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And I have, if you guys are enjoying my activations, let me know. I have been thinking about just creating longer activations where it's not a channeling or a reading, it's just the activation and or just Reiki. Cancel the word just. It's the activation or Reiki in a longer video, so you get more of that. And then we are going to finish today. They're reminding me that the energy of Kuan Yin has been coming in vibrantly. Her energy is such a loving, nurturing, divine mother-like energy, and she's filled with compassion for self and compassion for others in the journey that they're on, and letting everyone be on whatever journey they're on, and just allowing them to be in that space, not trying to force anything, not trying to control anything. Free yourself from having to control a situation and let people be, and then they'll let you be as well. And with that being said, I'm just going to channel a little Jore, which is the compassionate, loving energy of Kuan Yin by way of Meishu Sama. You can read more about that on our website. Oh, speaking of our website, we are in transition right now. So if you go to our website, type in your email so we can let you know when the new website goes live. There are going to be lots of blogs on there where we plan on having some activations. There's lots of new exciting stuff that's coming. So go to the website, radiantlovevibrations.com, and type in your email so you can be one of the first to know when the new website goes live. All right, and we'll finish with a little Jore as we watch this sunset. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are interested in a private reading or intuitive healing session, you can also reach out via website, via our website with your email, or you can email me at shamancy@proton.me. All right, take care until next week. Adios.